Okay, Arc 5, episode 140 is a huge disappointment, in my opinion. Holy moly. Okay, Yuya comes back from being Zark. Reiji deals a lot of damage to you, Zark, and then Reira, who was supposed to be Reiji's brother, is now actually his sister. I mean, well, I get that Ray was kind of in Reira, but Reira looked like it's a chick, not a dude anymore. Like, what? Why? To begin with, Reira was not built up throughout this whole series to be like one of the main plot points for the series. Reiji was even barely dueling. When he was dueling, of course, he was dueling very well, but come on now, really? And if this is gonna be the ending of the series with Zark being defeated like that, it's gonna be severely damn anticlimactic because there was no build up. Zark just came in like 11 to 15 episodes ago that there was any knowledge about Zark existing. Before there was only like what? Another entity that's in Yuya and Yuto. And now we pretty much had Zark, and he got soundly defeated. If this is gonna be the ending, then I'm really severely disappointed. If I just hope that this is definitely not the ending, and that this whole episode, the other episode, is gonna be either a dream, one, or it's gonna happen like normally, but then somehow Zark reappears. Because if it's a dream, it kind of makes sense because Zark went into Reira, so he may have corrupted Rei and Reira, and I'm hoping that's the point. And then Yuya, Yugo, Yuto, and Yuri would have to duel him. Then that would be good. That would be good. Okay, I'd excuse the whole bullshit with going through with what happened here. But if this is the ending, then it is gonna be severely anticlimactic to a great series that we had for the most part up until the Xyz arc, and then when they started to completely rush plot points again and again. And if this is gonna be the ending, then afterwards I'm going to be severely disappointed with Arc 5 because it had a very, very strong series feel, and when the end of the episodes was announced, when it has to end, they pretty much just okay. It seems like they just didn't know how much timing they had, and when they found out the timing, they've started rushing everything completely to not even get a conclusive ending if this is the ending. Because it's gonna be severely disappointing for this series. Was a very good series in my opinion. This was second or third in terms of all of the Yu-Gi-Ohs. This was second or third. So if this is gonna be its ending, boy, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop to being down there with Zexel. Man, I'm just hoping that for real the series is gonna continue, and this episode preview is just to fool us basically that this is not the end because we should still have 8 episodes left. What are we gonna do for 8 episodes? What are they just gonna use the whole tournament arc and there's not going to be a decent conclusive ending with this? I hope not, because if it is, I'm gonna be very, very upset. This episode really pissed me off, to be completely honest. And I skipped the last episode's review because I thought, well, it's going to be more of the same. And to begin with, if this was the ending, then why just give Reiji like 1 episode then? We haven't had Reiji in enough duels to begin with, so give him like not just an episode and a half, but a full-on episode, and then let Ray come in. Give Ray and Zark some banter or something. Man, this was just completely rushed. This was completely rushed. This better be not the ending. This better not be the ending. It depends. If something happens next week, I may not do a review if nothing critical happens. Because there would be no point if they're just dueling in the tournament with no relevance to any plot movement, and if it's just gonna continue throughout the 8 episodes, I'd rather just make a full on Arc 5 ending review rather than just comment on a few tournament duels. Well, but let's hope this is not the end. So, next week, if nothing changes, there's probably not gonna be a review, but if in the preview, if we get a preview that shows Zark or something back again, then there's going to be a review. Well done. Until next week, I hope.